Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Wigs are not cheap. They're pretty much an investment, so we should treat them as such. Through trial and error, I've come up with a list of things that I do to prolong the life of my wigs. Let's get into this video. I do not know where I'm getting all this energy from. Going to the gym, to swim, or to sleep, protect your hair by doing a braid or two. When going to bed, use a silk scarf so there's no friction that causes the hair to mat. This is something I didn't do a lot, but you do need to moisturize your hair daily. Just get a spray bottle, put in some leave-in conditioner with some water, brush your hair daily to make sure it's detangled. But always start from the ends and work your way up to the roots. If you feel like your ends are just dead and there's like no saving them, you should trim them. So let's say this is your split end. That strand of hair will keep splitting all the way to the root and it'll just leave your hair looking brittle and dry. Do keep in mind that because this is a wig, the more you cut the ends, the shorter it'll get since your hair doesn't grow back, unfortunately. This is where we treat our wigs a bit differently from the way we treat our actual hair. Hair in general, when wet, is more fragile and prone to breakage. Detangle your hair before wetting it. Make sure you wash with cool or warm water because heat will soften the weft and will lead to shedding. I try to be as gentle as possible, so I use the dipping method. So I just dip it in and out of the water that has shampoo in it. Make sure you wash the lace of your wig. So what I do is I rub the lace gently until I feel like it's clean. You don't want to be too rough with the lace because it can stretch out and it won't fit as nicely on your head as it should. Deep conditioning is something I never thought of doing on my wigs because I just felt like it would be too heavy on them until I saw this video of Anna Fox and the way she did it, which I thought was very interesting and like minimal and real quick. So here it is. So I applied conditioner like I normally would on my wig. Then I put the wig in a plastic bag. I tied up the plastic bag. Then I put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. I would suggest like 2.5 minutes. I think 3 minutes was a bit much. After 3 minutes, you open the bag, you take the wig out, and you guys, look how shiny and beautiful the wig looks. It was like a deep conditioning while staying minimal, while not putting more product than I would if I was just conditioning. I didn't even think about this when I was doing it, but there are metal combs in the wig and it's very dangerous to put metal in the microwave. So be cautious of this and try it out at your own risk. You guys, be adults, be responsible adults. Don't just follow a video and do whatever they tell you to do, which is what I did. Nothing happened, my wig didn't explode, the bag didn't melt all over my wig, so I'm happy. You need to make sure you rinse the wig properly because buildup can actually be really bad for your wig. Buildup of product, so make sure it's squeaky clean. So we're still keeping it gentle at the end of the wash. Make sure you don't twist the water out. Gently press the water out of the hair and then I lay it on a towel to air dry. If you have a curly wig like the one I have on right now, I'd advise you use a leave-in conditioner, a creamy leave-in conditioner that's meant for curls. But if the wig is straight, I'd advise you dilute the leave-in conditioner with water and use the spray bottle, because the cream could be too heavy on straight hair. The best thing to do would be to let it air dry on a mannequin head, that way the lace keeps the shape of a head while drying, which is very important. But I'm in New York and all my mannequin heads are in France. I didn't bring them, so I just let it out to dry on the towel, air dry overnight. The main idea is to not use a lot of heat on your hair. Personally, I only straighten my hair if I'm going to an event or I really want my hair straight, which is like never because my preference is curly hair. If you do use heat, use a heat protectant. Remember, this is money. You invested money in a wig and you really want to try your best to keep that wig looking healthy for as long as you want. This brings me to my last and very important point. Get a wig you love in its natural state. This will drastically reduce the stress you put on it trying to style it. This wig, for example, that I got from WigLogic is very wavy, and this is how it looks after the whole process I just showed you. And really the only styling I did was to put it behind my ears. Minimal stress on the hair, like minimal to no stress. So really just think about what your preference is. If you prefer straight hair, get hair that's naturally straight, and that way you won't spend so much time straightening curly hair. And I really think this is what keeps my hairs looking healthy for a really long time. I've never thrown out a wig because it was too old. Well, that's it for my video. Hope you took something away from it. Hope you learned something. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want more, subscribe. If you have any suggestions for wig related videos, just go ahead and comment. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.